Good evening. Our news summary for this Tuesday, the 9th of December. The National Assembly has approved a motion to amend the Employment Act. The amendment seeks to remove performance evaluation for the payment of 50% of the 13th month's salary, whilst the other 50% is compulsory. By approving the bill, Seychellois workers are expected to receive their full basic salary as their 13th month salary as of January next year. The Minister for Employment and Human Resource Planning, Edith Alexander, has stressed that the 13th pay is a right under the law. A investigation has begun into the death of a man in his 60s, whilst the police await the results of an autopsy to determine the circumstances surrounding his death. The police were alerted to the incident at around 8:20 this morning. According to a police statement, the man was found unresponsive next to a shop at Montfleury. Medical officers also responded to the call for assistance, and the man was later certified dead at the scene by the police pathologist. As the world observes the International Anti-Corruption Day, the Anti-Corruption Commission of Seychelles, the ACCS, has noted that since its creation in 2016, it has worked to strengthen national integrity and uphold the UN Convention against corruption. It says it contributed to Seychelles' rise on the Transparency International Index from 40th to 18th least corrupt country over the past decade. The Commission says this year it has secured major milestones, including the conviction of a former public servant for embezzlement and a shopkeeper for bribery. It adds that more cases are being prepared for the Supreme Court. The ACCS emphasized that corruption threatens key sectors such as education, healthcare, and environmental protection, which are vital to Seychelles' well-being and sustainability. And in a message on the occasion of the International Anti-Corruption Day, former President Wavell Ramkalawan has called the nation to continue upholding integrity, transparency, and strong governance practices. Mr. Ramkalawan noted that during his tenure, Seychelles maintained a zero-tolerance approach to corruption, a stance reflected in the country's strong performance on international corruption indices. He emphasized that as a small and vulnerable nation, Seychelles' economic stability relies heavily on public trust and confidence in national institutions. However, the former president warned that any form of corruption, abuse of power, or unethical behavior poses a direct threat to national progress and the well-being of citizens, and he urged the nation to continue defending the core values of honesty, accountability, and service. Absa Bank cardholders may now use their Android phones to settle their payments instead of carrying their cards around physically. This is possible with the launch of Absa Pay, which Absa Seychelles launched this morning. The product, which is a first for Seychelles, can be used both locally and worldwide, but will attract a fee when used overseas. Absa Seychelles Managing Director Nazim Mahmoud says that to start with, the product has been enabled for Android phones only, but later on it will also be made available for Apple and iOS as well, in Absa's quest to continue digitalization. He also described it as a solution which has benefits across the business, with merchants receiving instant pay, no queues for online business, and clients will not have to carry physical cards around.
It is a digitized, tokenized virtual card. We are taking the physical out of cards and moving it into a mobile-first kind of a lifestyle, which everybody has these days and everybody wants to adopt. I think digitization helps in seamlessly integrating a lot of the platforms that we have, and over time we have built across the globe. Most of the services, which are platform-based services, such as Absa Pay, which seamlessly works on places like Netflix and Spotify. If you lose a credit card in the normal sphere of things as of today, you have to replace, you have to contact, and so on and so forth, and there's a lot of risks associated with that. Going forward, when it's tokenized, when it is on your app, if there is ever a compromised kind of a situation, you can disable it yourself, so it gives you a lot of empowerment in your own hands. The security and safety features are quite enhanced, and given what has been happening in this market for the past few months and a couple of years now, where a lot of fraudulent activities have been quite active, this feature really enables a lot of safety from our customers' perspective, and we have been concerned, and one of the key areas was for us to deliver something of this sort.
Alcide Libanoutis has been named the top artist in the Hands of Heritage exhibition, which opened the 40th Creole Festival. His sculpture, The Last Angel, was selected as the best among 60 local and international entries. At a ceremony at the ICCS, the Seychelles Creative Agency recognized all participating artists. Mr. Libanoutis received a prize of 40,000 rupees from MCB. Esther Dauphe won Best New Artist for her portrait, Hands in Tradition, depicting her grandmother teaching her young cousin to wash clothes on a rock. The National Gallery will support her in showcasing her work internationally. The artworks were judged by a panel of 4, including 2 Seychellois and 2 international judges. The Red Cross Society of Seychelles, the RCSS, has called for support to rebuild its headquarters destroyed in the 7th of December 2023 explosion and proposed the creation of a national volunteer mapping framework, a framework that will help coordinate, manage, retain, and promote volunteers.
The call was made to mark International Volunteer Day, celebrated on the 5th of December each year. This year's theme, Every Contribution Matters, recognizes that each act of volunteering strengthens communities. RCSS commemorated this day with a special visit to the Plaisance Elderly Home on Saturday. Volunteers, staff and residents spent a day together in what was described as a meaningful and engaging event. As part of the celebrations, RCSS Secretary General Marie Esparon presented essential items such as blankets, bedding and kitchen sets to Social Affairs Minister Pamela Charlotte for distribution across all elderly homes and vulnerable groups. The ceremony also featured brief awareness sessions on hygiene, first aid, psychosocial support, and disaster preparedness. Government representatives praised the RCSS for dedicating the day to honoring the elderly, while Minister Evelyn Rose, a long-time volunteer herself, highlighted the lasting impact of volunteerism.
And with this, we come to the end of this news summary. Have a very pleasant evening.